Folks, there may indeed be hope yet. Let me tell you the story of the MAGA grandma, something she doesn't like to be called. Trumpians gave her that nickname.
This is Pam Henfield. She's a 70-year-old grandma from Idaho. She did jail time for her presence at the January 6 US Capitol riots. Pam is furious at Donald Trump after the former president posted this on his Truth Social. Pam spoke exclusively to 7news.com.au to respond.
All the news media have been using me as an example of what the government will do to a person like myself and compare me to Biden's son and other people, and it's not true.
She ended up going to jail for 2 months. She pled guilty in the state of California, was going to go on with her life until she was dragged into the Trumpian world again.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
The usual way these folks are, because she was tweeted about without her consent, or truthed, whatever the hell that means. It all happened when Alex Bruesewitz, I think he's a gateway pundit guy, which means he must be honest, tweeted out that a 69-year-old grandma with cancer was given more prison time for walking inside the U.S. Capitol than Hunter Biden for sharing classified documents. Hunter Biden never shared classified documents, so we can start with that. He's found guilty of not paying his taxes and is being held appropriately responsible for that. On the other hand,
I pleaded guilty because I was guilty. They shouldn't be using me to say the government's treating J6ers wrong, and it's not true. They're not treating us wrong. They're not treating us wrong. We got a lot of people that know the facts about what happened that day. So I'm sorry, stop using me as an example.
she was trespassing. She broke in. She stopped an official proceeding. And she still only got 60 days in prison. But to her credit, she's taken accountability. So when Alex Bruesewitz tweeted out this dumb, usual tweet targeting Hunter Biden, she responded, "I'm not a victim of J6. I pleaded guilty because I was guilty. I've asked Gateway Pundit to remove my name and not use my arrest and sentence to prove the government was wrong." Exclamation point. I feel grateful that they didn't give me more time. I'm ashamed to say I was there on January 6th. She's been interviewed since then by TV here in Australia and other places and said,
the government is not weaponized coming after January 6th. Being a Republican, and see, I just had surgery, so I went there because I was going to start chemotherapy and I wanted to be able to videotape. I'm a citizen journalist. The police officers that day saved my life. They pulled me over and helped me on the steps when they were stepping on me. They pulled my shoulder, broke my glasses. I was out of air. I almost died. But the Capitol Police saved my life that day.
Pam believes Trump knew exactly what he was doing that day. It was something that he had planned.
You look back and you go, why did he have us go to the Capitol? Doesn't make sense. He just had a speech. Why is he sending everybody down there? There had to have been a plan. And from what I'm learning, there was a plan between him and a whole bunch of other people. Just a lot of the things he's putting out there is not true, especially the J6 narrative. It's all lies. So, yeah, he owes me.
She's referred to the Trump movement, to MAGA, as, quote, a cult. Trump is somebody who has gotten others like her, people with much longer sentences, 10, 20 years, but never taken responsibility for his own actions, of course. That's Donald Trump.
Fox News and a bunch of radio stations started calling me MAGA Granny. I didn't ask for that. I was in prison and my family called and said, they're calling you MAGA Granny? I said, I'm not MAGA Granny. I didn't want that name.
And the fact that she is sorry for what she's done, she was taken in by this and realizes that she was wrong. They can be brought back. It's not easy, but these are conversations we sometimes have to have with wavering folks. We've got a lot more work to do. But knowing there are people out there that can come back from such insanity, from these conspiracies and this ridiculousness, it's a good thing, guys. A very good thing.